Hello, and welcome to my open world. I'm going to go over briefly who you are in this world, what you as a player are doing, and what this world is. Okay, so you are a mailman who owns a postal package delivery service, which is your hub, where you pick up packages and mail, which you then deliver to the good-hearted people of Longhorn. You recently started up your postal service, which you want to grow into a well-established brand. You do this by providing a good service to the people in the town. You can expand your hub to increase the amount of packages that your company can withhold, and you can upgrade your vehicle to provide a more efficient and faster delivery to your customers. You can also customize your vehicle to certain needs, like better wheels for different terrains or better engine for a faster vehicle. Okay, so this is who you are and what you do. But where are you? You are in the small town of Longhorn, which is a small community town that you grew up in and love. Longhorn has a great variety of different areas like the suburban neighborhood, a mini town square, breathtaking arable land, and forest outskirts, all inside a beautiful mountain valley with lots of water. Alright, I think that's enough of the introduction. Let's hit the road, shall we? Before we jump into our vehicle, let's have a look out over what we can see in the distance here. To the left, we have the field crops where the town farmers are growing their crops and doing their season work. Out in the distance, we can see a beige building, which is the mayor's office, and if we look to the right, we can see a tiny amount of the mini city, and of course, we can see our little blue hub in the middle of the landscape where we want to pick up our packages and mail. As you can see, you live in the forest area of the town, up in the mountains. The mountain walls are creeping in on the side of the roads to really highlight the feeling of an offbeat hillside road. Here you get a hard reveal of the town where you can see the mini city. You can somewhat see where you want to go next from the hub, but not enough to really plan out your route. You want to move in closer to the town to make sure you get a sense of how to plan your delivery route. You're driving over the bridge and moving in closer to the farmer's crops, so you know that there are alternate paths you can take later on. When hitting the curve here, you can get a glance at the hub, which is a more industrial company part of the town. Your hub is highlighted by the blue color of the building, the commercial sign in the middle of the area, and your green company flag. Alright, so we've entered the hub area where you can upgrade your vehicle, pick up packages and mail, and also end the day when your tasks are completed. Here, you can get a better look of the suburban neighborhood and begin planning your route. The houses that are highlighted in a variety of bright colors are the customers that you deliver mail and packages to better get a sense of where you, as a player, need to go next. The neighborhoods have different identities to make it easier for you to know where you are, where you have been already, and where you have not been. Now, we get a closer look into the heart of Longhorn, the mini city. Markets are located here, as well as apartment buildings where you can drive through and make deliveries. Here, we get another view of the hub area to highlight different roads connected to the hub. As you can see, you can enter and exit the hub in multiple ways for an easy access to and from the hub to wherever you need to go next. To the right, you can see a smaller island on top of water here that grants access to shortcuts, as well as a spot where you can deliver more mail. The road that we're driving on continues through another crop field owned by another farmer to really highlight the sense of other people doing their day-to-day work, as you are not the only one fulfilling a purpose in Longhorn. We're closing into the mayor's office, which is the place you need to visit in order to expand your hub. The mayor grants you access to a bigger hub if you have the capital. Okay, let's take a little detour through the secondary paths and the exploration paths to fill in the gaps of where you have not been so far in Longhorn. I want to take this moment here to talk a little bit about my design, what my goal was, what I aspired to do, as well as the flaws and the rooms for improvement of my creation. What I wanted to do was a huge landscape that looped around a giant lake to really highlight the datum of the town. I scrapped this idea very quickly and began anew. I decided to make a linear path with a clear start and end, and then build around this path. After this, I built a small town kit and made a bunch of different blueprint houses, which I then placed around the town to get a feeling of my creation. Most of my landscape is created with landmass, which I had a ton of fun creating with. Working with landmass really opened up my creative side in a non-destructive workflow, and the result really shows in the different areas of this world. After a rough blockout of Longhorn, I gave the different areas their own unique identities so the player can get a sense of where they are inside this world. The alternate paths were a tricky nut to crack, because I wanted them to connect in a way that serves all necessary purposes: the secondary paths, the exploration paths, and the desire paths. Now, on to the flaws and the room for improvement. The landscape turned out to be way bigger than I anticipated, but I also wanted to challenge myself. In hindsight, I feel like I could have downscoped the entire world to get a more polished result. Although this is true, I feel like I applied my time in a good manner. I hope you've enjoyed my little walkthrough of Longhorn, and I will see you in the next one. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Bye!